Like I used to play video games all day. I used to go out with my mates, smoke, party every weekend. In under 2 months, I've gone from 0 to like 3.5k a month.
Yo, what's up, bro? The point of this call is to kind of figure out where you were before VP Plus, where you are now, what you're doing. I feel like you have quite a good mindset when it comes to your work ethic and everything that you're doing, and it shows in the results that you're getting. So just kind of wanted to chat about that. Why don't we start with where you were before joining VP Plus?
Before I joined VP Plus, I was still video editing. I have a background in editing. I was editing for around a year and a half before joining VP Plus, running my own TikTok pages. And at the time, obviously, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to run these TikTok pages as social proof in the future. I just kind of did it because I didn't think to do anything else.
Tell me more about that TikTok pages, bro. What were you doing?
So I was running pages for podcasts, motivational theme pages. I've gotten like 1.5 million followers overall across everything. Yeah. I was posting, podcast clips where I'd add like good edits on top. They all went super viral. Just running a bunch of kind of like theme pages, I guess you could.
That's sick, man. And what was the motivation for you to do the theme pages? It seems like how old are you, by the way?
20. I think I started this at like 18. Started doing theme pages at 18.
Most people at 18 are trying to figure out, do I go to university? What do I do? And you're out here making theme pages, getting a bunch of views. That's pretty sick. What was the thought process?
I left school. I was in all top sets in school. I was a smart kid in school, but I didn't enjoy learning. I didn't enjoy the classroom side of learning. I enjoyed practical learning on the job, doing my own thing, building my own things. I still like teamwork. I like working with people, but it was always more of an independent thing. So I left. I got like 4 GCSEs in the end. I left school without that many GCSEs. So I didn't get into the college that I was meant to be going to. And that led me into 9-to-5 jobs. And as I kept going through, I kept coming job to job. I couldn't keep a job. I didn't enjoy what I was doing in anything. So I kept going from job to job, every single job I hated. And then I think that just motivated me to finally decide that I want to do my own thing. I just thought if this just doesn't work, I don't see a reason for me to carry on, because it's not going to work long term. It's not viable long term for me to actually have a career in a 9-to-5, because it just doesn't work. It's just a logical way to think about it.
You couldn't stay in a job you didn't like. What did you envision your future was going to be like?
Well, I actually said to some of my old mates, when I left school, I was out partying and stuff all the time, drinking and stuff with my mates. So I wasn't really doing anything when I left school. But still, I would always say to my friends, I am going to be successful. I'm going to make a ton of money. I had no idea why. And they'd be like, oh, shut up. You're full of it. You don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, no, boys, listen. I'm telling you now, I'm going to do something sick.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's really cool. You seem like you believed in yourself. You knew what you wanted. Just a quick one. For a lot of people at your stage, they're very worried about what their parents think, what their family thinks. I was that as well when I was making my choices. What was your family like? Were they supportive? Were they anxious?
When I first left school, they were definitely anxious. They definitely questioned it. They tried putting me into college. I left after a day. I went into college for 1 day. I remember I went in, I looked at my class and I was like, this is a joke. This has to be some kind of a joke. And I walked out and I never came back. And then I went back to college to do an apprenticeship as an electrician. And I was in that for like 6 months. But again, I was waking up at like 5 a.m. going into work and then getting home at 5 p.m. And I'd just be straight to sleep. I didn't have any time. So I just thought it's not worth it. So again, I left that. And then I think eventually my mum was like, this guy's just not, it's just not gonna work. But now I'm here, bro. This is a good message for anyone. If school and stuff is not for you, you need to prove to your family. And I've heard people say this online and it's so true. You need to prove to your family that you are going to do the work at home. You can't just stay the same as you were. Like I used to play video games all day. I used to go out with my mates, smoke weed, party every weekend. And then I changed and she saw that change, and that proves to her that I am serious about what I'm talking about. If there's no proof behind your words, then there's no reason for them to believe you. And that's just fact. There has to be proof behind what you're saying, and then they won't question what you're doing. They'll just let you go.
Evidence. Lots of evidence. I like that. You're quite an evidence-based person. And I think that's the reason why you are where you are now. So why don't we kind of go through what that switch was? So you joined VP Plus for what reason?
So after I realized that the theme pages are not going to make me a ton of money, they might make me money in the future, but every theme page thing I see, it's just guys running like pyramid schemes on Instagram, like gurus on Instagram. Yeah. It's not like a good business model. So then I thought, okay, let's start editing clients instead. That seems to make more logical sense. And then, of course, I had all of these theme pages. I have all of this social proof behind me now, and I just did it on accident. It was a complete accident, and now it's worked out for me because I've gotten all of these views. Everything's kind of lined up perfectly, and then I reached out. Well, we'll start with why I joined VP Plus first. So then, obviously, I've started looking for clients, and I've been sending out emails, and it wasn't working. So then I was like, okay, something clearly isn't working. There's no point wasting time. I might as well just go straight through and join an editing community that teaches people how to get clients. I searched on YouTube how to land video editing clients, and Jack Cole and Sam Dunn turned up, them two. And then I clicked on Jack Cole's. I knew him from a few years ago. I've seen him on YouTube, so I knew that he was like a legit person because he's been around for so long.
Yep.
And then I continued through into VP Plus. And yeah, that's just kind of what landed me there. Just the need for clients and trying it and not having success. And then that lack of success obviously prompted action to look for.
Love that. And what would you say was the most valuable thing about you being in a community of video editors?
Yeah, so this is my first time ever being in a video editing community. And then I started telling all my friends, you need to join. It just makes so much more sense once you're actually in there. Like you are in Daniel Fazio's client acquisition, right?
Client Ascension, yeah.
Client Ascension, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure once you actually join these things, it just makes, it's like, why didn't I do this so much sooner? It just makes sense as to why, like, it just makes sense once you're in there and you're with people who are doing what you wanted.
You're around people that are the same level as you, trying to get to the same goals. So like Client Ascension is like bigger people trying to get to bigger goals. And I'm like surrounded by people who are doing way better than me. And I'm like, damn, like I thought I was doing all right, but I'm making pennies.
Exactly, bro. That's the same as VP Plus. When I see people like Joe and even Oxy's making like, I think he's on track to make 11,000 a month, which is insane. That just motivates you so much. And these guys are all cool as well, and they'll all help you out with everything. No one's going to hide anything. No one gatekeeps anything. Everyone's in the chats every day. You can learn how to edit. You can learn how to find clients. You can learn how to communicate with clients and keep clients and build systems. Everybody knows something. Someone's going to know something that you need to know. So you can extract so much value from VP Plus.
Epic. Sounds good, man. And so you are currently working with how many clients right now, and how much are you making?
I actually just closed another client.
Really?
On the live session. I was just in the DMs with a finance YouTuber on Twitter, and he wants me to do some videos with him.
Let's go. Nice. Bro. What was that for?
What do you mean?
Like, how much was that for, and for what? How many videos?
We haven't talked about the specifics yet.
Okay.
I told him he wanted to do like a per video basis, but I told him I've got a money back guarantee if we do a monthly retainer deal instead. That's what I'd much rather do. And then I said we should hop on a call, and then he was like, okay, bro, yeah, that sounds good. Let's jump on a call next.
Well done, bro. That's so cool. So where you are? So when you started VP Plus, you were making how much?
Zero. I was doing TikTok
nothing.
creativity program before that, and I made like 3K in 1 month, and then some glitches started happening with accounts, and they just started shutting all these accounts down. So I ended up losing all of my accounts, and that's when I started looking for clients. So I was literally at $0 a month.
Nice.
When I joined VP.
And where are you at now?
$3,000 to $3,500. I would say is a safe guess.
Nice. Cool. And how many clients are you working with right now?
I'm in communications with like 5 people, 5 clients. I'm currently only working with Jordan, like you know, and this guy who just DM'd me on Twitter. The rest of them, it's on and off work. It's inconsistent.
It's like freelance projects that you get here and there. Okay, cool. And you have one consistent client paying you a high retainer, right? Right.
Yeah, bro.
When you got that high retainer client, I think the big thing and the theme I'm getting here is that you were able to get that client like this very quickly, not just because of your hard work, but because you were able to leverage your social proof. So talk a little bit about that.
So you posted in VP Plus a post about Jordan hiring editors. So I reached out to you, and then I just literally spammed you with all of the pages I've grown. There were like 7 pages, hundreds of thousands of followers, a bunch of views. I just spammed Camilo with a ton of stuff. And again, that's literally just for me not even planning this out. If I was going to teach people in the future with my coaching, honestly, I would teach them to grow their own pages without the need for clients, and then go and go to people with them results, because you can leverage big names with these pages, and then it's just social proof for you that you've done it.
Epic. That's so cool, bro. That's so cool. That leads on to my final question, which is, if you were to start again from zero, what would you do?
Join VP Plus. I've seen a tangible A to B difference. There has literally been A to B in under 2 months. I've gone from 0 to like 3.5k a month, 3 to 3.5k a month. Tangible result, clear as day.
And what would be the inputs that you do once you join VP Plus? What will be the first few things you do once you join?
Check the hiring tab, see what's available, because that's where you're probably going to land your first fast client in VP Plus, and then get in the general chat and just start talking with people. Because I was just on a call with Oxy earlier today as well. And he was talking about how he just landed a client who's English talking in the Amazon FBA niche, and they want to bring on a short form and long form editor. So he was like, you might as well join my team and join this for this client. So that might be another client. They're just networking from left, right, and center, bro.
So you're saying like join in, see what's available for work, and then do some networking to see what connections you make, right?
Yeah. We want to meet as many people as I'm literally like the top person in the chats every single day. And I'm not gonna lie, we do send a lot of memes in there. There's a lot of memes getting sent into that chat, but in between the memes, like if someone actually asks a serious question and they want value, then everyone's willing to help. Everyone will help. I help people as much as possible. As much as I send flipping gifts in all day, joking with the boys, that's also good. Because it keeps morale high, and then you just go and smash your client work out afterwards. But you need to be interacting with people, because the value always comes back to you. It always comes back.
I love that. Awesome, bro. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on when you are so early on in the journey, but you're doing so well. That's pretty sick.
Right, it's all thanks to you, man. Giving me the layup with Jordan. Literally passed it over, bro.
Happy to hear, bro. Happy to hear. Awesome, bro. Well, thank you.
All right, perfect.